Hi, and welcome back. Today we are doing the update for Throwback 30, which was created by Jessica Lee. This update's on the 28th of every month. Started in July, it'll go till this coming July, and then we'll do the new one. Votes for the next 30 items should be in the Fantastic Ladies around April or May. Hopefully April, but last year it was kind of late May. This is 30 Fantastic Ladies projects, which get voted on by the Fantastic Ladies group and then posted. Once posted, anybody can go, but it's kind of hard to get all the prompts if you're not in the Facebook group. Although I suppose you could just watch a number of people and pick theirs. So the first one up is 12 Days of Christmas. I went with 8 Maids of Milking and brought in the Pharmacy Honey Milk Toner. We were here last month. We are now down to here. We're trying to finish it. Should be finished by next month. We have used that. We used it 60 times last year, 22 times this year, so 82 uses total so far. 4 Seasons we already finished. 50 Shades of Black. We brought in the Olaplex shampoo. We were here last month, here this month. I'm not sure if we're going to finish this because we are not halfway through with this and we're halfway through the project. So, yeah, not sure if that's going to get done. And I have shampoo stuff all over my hands. I have a towel draped over my chair, just wipe my fingers off on it. 50 Shades of Brown. We brought in the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Amber. We have depotted this into a Elf Prime and Stay container. This is where we're at. I kind of need to get squished back in the middle. I've been trying with the brush, but it's not squishing very well. We're trying to get this finished. We had 85 uses last year, and we've used an additional 11 times. So that's 96 uses so far. Oh no, I did take pictures. I'm okay. 50 Shades of Green. We brought in the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. And we are done. We were this line last month. And I have scraped out what I could. We used the 85 uses last year, and I have down that we've used an additional 20 times. I think I finished it before then, and I've been marking it out of habit. I don't think it's been used 105 times. Might have been. I don't know. I don't remember how long ago I finished that off. But yeah, I think I've been marking out of habit. So I'm sorry, I don't have accurate markings for that one. 50 Shades of Pink we already finished. 50 Shades of Purple. We brought in the Notoriously Morbid liquid lipstick in the shade Awful Good Girl. We brought this in for 50 uses. And I've been struggling. I should not have gone with 50 uses, maybe 30, but I'm not even sure we're going to hit that. We had 15 uses last year. We've used it 7 additional times. That's 22 uses. So yeah, maybe we could have gone to 30, but I don't think we're going to hit 50. But we're doing what we can. 50 Shades of Yellow and Gold. We brought in the Hemp's Moisturizer and Toasted Vanilla Caramel. And I got out what I could get out. There's a thin smear on the side of the bottle because it's been laying outside. But I'm calling it done. So we finished that in 8 uses, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but I used as a full body moisturizer, so it's a lot per use. 7 Deadly Pans, we went with Wrath. So we brought in the Lethal Cosmetics Avatar collab lipstick in the shade Azula. Because if you've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, she is Wrath. We're trying to finish this. Don't think it's going to happen. We used it 15 uses last year. We've used it 2 this year. So 17 uses total. It's just, damn it, I squished it. I thought it had it all the way down, and then I'll go. Dang it. I hate when that happens. 17 uses, and now it's squished. Ancient Mythos. This is last year's prompt. So last year was Greek mythology. We went with Artemis. So female-owned brand. We brought in the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. Last year we used it 20 times. We've used it 3 times this year. 3 uses. I can't make a new mark. We have this in to finish too. Just not doing good. Not doing good. All right. Last one on the page was Another Pan Bites the Dust, which was the Queen project. We went with Bohemian Rhapsody, which is something that takes forever to finish. So we brought in the matching conditioner from the earlier prompt. We were here. We're now here. Yet not halfway. We're doing what we can. Beauty and the Beast, we went with the Bimbettes, which is a trio. So I brought in the Unearthly Surrender blush palette. Our goal was to use each shade 30 times. And this looks like when I first brought it in. However, we have used this one 29 times. Only 1 use left. We have brought this one in 20 times, so 5 uses left. And we brought this one in 29 times, so only 1 use left on this. So 1, and this one's gone to the least use, so 5 for that one. That might actually be done by next month. Birthstone Beauty, we went with March, which is aquamarine. I brought in the Sephora pencil in Peacock Blue. There we go. We brought it in 30 uses. We got those 30 uses, so that one is rolling out. Color Pan. We rolled in the blush sticks in the shade Pretty Thing. We're here. Now we're here. It doesn't move a whole lot at a time. We had 45 uses last year. We have 7 for this year, so we're at 52 uses. We are trying to finish. And that's what we have left. I do have it on today, but overall it has not been getting a lot of use. Other blushes have priority. Other cream blushes have priority that are taking longer than they should. Disney Princess, we went with Tiana, which is yellow and green. As of last month, we hadn't started yet because we were working on that other moisturizer that I showed you we finished, which means we have opened this one. This is 2 uses. Like I said, I use a lot at a time. So we've only used it 2 times, but we do have our first mark. I don't doubt this one will be done by July. Then we have I Heart the 90s. We want Surge, which was a green product. So I brought in the Unearthly lipstick in the shade Yummy for 30 uses. This is a dark bluish green. really close to the color of my shirt. We used it 10 times last year. We have used it 7 times already this year, so 17 uses. I don't think we're going to get our 30, but I am doing what I can. Final page. Lip service. As always, is the Laneige lip mask. This year it's the original scent, flavor, whatever. We're trying to finish it. I already know I'm not going to finish it. It takes 2 years to finish. But that is where we are currently at. Had 130 uses for last year. And 10, 20, 24 uses so far this year. So 154 total uses on that so far. Which isn't too bad considering we're halfway through. Nightmare Before Christmas. Went with black lipstick for Halloween. This is Bane by Melt. We hadn't really been using this because it had a liquid black lipstick in for another project. It has been getting uses though. We have used it 9 times out of 15. I'm not sure if we'll get it, but we're trying. We just the purple, the black, and the green. Too many colors that don't get used often. I don't know what I was thinking. That 70s, same pan last year we already did. That 70s pan, we went with alarm clocks, something round. We brought in Vanilla Woods perfume by Seven Virtues. We were here last month, and we are just down here. Maybe 2 uses left. 1.5, 2 uses, somewhere in there. I think there's more than 1 use, but I'm not sure how much more than 1 use. Used it 20 times last year. We've used it 12 times this year, so 32 uses for something that's supposed to only go 30. And it still has more use. That's expensive. We went with the Dior lip oil. We're trying to finish this. And it took forever to be able to make our first mark, but it has been going since then. We were here. We're now down to here. We used this, 65 uses to get to this first mark. And then since then we have used an initial 10, 20, 30, 40, 44 times. So that's what, 109 uses total. I'm a little bummed because we're not quite halfway through this. Close to halfway, but we're not quite halfway. So I'm a little worried. Now, we did finish one of these last year, and we had a second gloss in as well. But I don't think it was brand new. I think it had prior use before we rolled it in. And after finding out that from here to here is 65 uses, I think we were missing the 65 uses. But now that we're in the gloss part, it is going much faster, which is good because that's going to take forever to go through. And then the last 3, that's 2000s Turn and Burn and Zodiac Project Pan, we already finished. So that was our last one. So for this month, we have 1, 2, 3 rollouts. Not great, but that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 15 out of our 30. So we are halfway through the projects, which is a good sign. It's just, I'm not sure about the lipsticks, and I'm not sure about the hair care. So, and And again, we already know we're not doing the Laneige lip mask. That will be rolled into lip service next year and actually finished next year. But I'm hoping that those are the only ones left when we get to July. It's just going to be a wait and see. So thank you for watching. And Graveyard hasn't started yet, so I will see you on the 1st for Panda's eyeshadows and empties. We'll see you then. Bye.